Hello, this is Chef John from foodwishes.com with Almond-Crusted Salmon on a fresh strawberry sauce. This was filmed down in Santa Maria at the historic Santa Maria Inn with Chef Alex. And Chef Alex, take it away.
My name is Alejandro Arizaga. I'm chef at the historic Santa Maria Inn. I've been here for 8 years. So before here I was at the Radisson Hilton before when I was there. I've been cooking for about 15 years. So I'm making this almond-crusted salmon. We got the ingredients over here. We got the 7-ounce salmon fillet, flour, some egg wash, some toasted almonds. I'm gonna put the crust on the pan, some olive oil. We're gonna make a sauce, strawberry sauce, local ingredients, really popular in Santa Maria, in Central Coast. It's a major industry. So that's what we're doing right now.
All right, thanks, Chef Alex. So the sound in the kitchen was a little tough to hear. So I'm going to take over the instructions at this point. So he just salt and peppered the salmon. He dipped it in the flour. He dipped it in the egg wash and into the sliced almonds. So very simple, just on one side. Then in a pan over medium heat, he placed some olive oil, and then of course the almond side down, and he browned that for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now you got to be careful, do not brown the almonds too much. If they get too dark, they're going to get bitter. So you got to be really careful at this point. It's kind of the only really touchy point of this recipe. So you'll see when you flip this after like 2 minutes, it was just perfect, because that's going to go in the oven like that. So you flip it over into an oven. Now he's using a convection oven. He went 7-8 minutes at 350. You probably want to use 375 or until done to your liking. For the strawberry sauce, he dumped equal parts strawberry sugar and water in a pan. All right, so this is not so much a recipe by amounts, it's more proportions. So depending on how many you're making, strawberry sugar and water, equal parts. He squeezed in some fresh lemon juice, and he brought that to a boil and just cooked it for a couple minutes. All right, that was maybe 2 minutes. He threw it in a blender, which is going to make a sweet strawberry puree. All right, so we blended that up. I'm going to put a link to the actual written recipe on my American Food website, which I've changed a little bit. Okay, so you want to strain it back into the pan, get all those little seeds out. And now what he did, he actually mixed a little bit of cornstarch and water. He thickened this up at the end with some cornstarch. I actually left that step out, and he actually mentioned that you can add cornstarch or just reduce it till it's thick. So I prefer just to, reduce it. He dumped in some Chambord, some raspberry liqueur. He dumped in some veal demi-glaze, which was very interesting. All right, we've talked about demi-glaze before. And then he put in his cornstarch, all right, which thickens it up instantly. Or, like I said, you could just simply leave it on the heat for another couple minutes, and it would reduce and become that thick anyway. So, on the written recipe on American Food, you're going to see how I explain that. To finish the plate, he stirred in some nice diced fresh strawberries into that sauce. He served it over a rice pilaf. He did some just simple sauteed vegetables. The salmon was cooked perfectly. The traditional hotel style garnish. Things are always bigger, bolder, more colorful in hotel restaurants in general. It's kind of the style. And that was finished.
That was my almond-crusted salmon with strawberry glaze sauce.
And then the best part, I got to taste it. I gotta admit, I'm not a huge fruit sauce on fish person, but this really tasted good. So I was pleasantly surprised, really nice flavor. So I think I will be making this, or at least my version of it. And like I said, I'm going to put a link in the post. You can go check out the written recipe. Really good. You were saving this for a waitress, were you? Anyway, thank you, Chef Alex. Thank you, Historic Santa Maria Inn, for letting me film in your kitchen. Of course, for more info, check out foodwishes.com and get a link to the recipe. And as always, enjoy.